I'm Tom Vasel.
And I'm Melody.
And welcome to Double Trouble. Today we're taking a look at expansions for Escape Room the game. We're taking a look at Murder Mystery and Welcome to Funland, which looks like possibly the worst named thing because it doesn't look fun at all. Me and Melody are going to talk about these briefly in our reviews of them. We're not going to spoil them. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about it, but not to where you will know anything other than you might be looking at these and wondering if they're for you. So we're going to do that. Each of these is an expansion pack for the base game. In Welcome to Funland, you're going to an amusement park out of town that was abandoned, and now it's reopened. And bad stuff happens. Okay? In Murder Mystery, you are actually trying to figure out, you found someone murdered, and you are trying to figure out who they are. Mm-hmm. Now, you can go watch the review for Escape Room the game to see how this game works. This is a game where you're going to put keys into a device. You need to find 3 codes before an hour is up, and these are exactly the same. Now, in here, they ranked the initial one. They had Prison Break, which was ranked 2, Virus ranked 2, Nuclear Countdown 3, and Temple of the Aztec 4. We beat the 2, 2, and the 4. We did not beat Nuclear Countdown. For Murder Mystery is a 3, and Funland is a 3.5. How did we do?
We beat Murder Mystery.
We did.
Funland, we died.
We did. Okay. However, we saw the end.
Yes.
We could have won had I not been boneheaded. So this one, although I have a hard time kind of telling the stars because they felt equally hard. Do you think this one was harder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you're looking to get these, the first one we played with 4 people.
I think that one was
We played Funland with 4 people, and then we played Murder Mystery with 5 people.
Yeah.
5 may be too many.
Yeah.
I mean, we were able to pass everything around, but we could have used more people. Okay, so what did you think of Funland? We'll talk about Funland first.
I liked Funland. I liked the artwork.
Like the carnival type thing?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. The actual story itself was a little weird. It's like that typical horror game, which has all the obvious stuff. Like, why would a killer leave out puzzles for someone to...
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but we can get past that. The puzzles in this game, I thought were some of the most fun ones we've done.
And they really fit the theme, too, the puzzles, the way they...
That's true. We can't really go into more detail about how they fit the theme, but they do fit the theme. In fact, I should mention, for both these expansions, you need a couple pieces from in here. They're not really spoiled. They tell you right on the box, you know. This one here, you need a string and a mirror for this one, and this one you need a string for. How do those fit in? Well, maybe not in ways you would expect. In fact, in one of the mysteries, in the Murder Mystery, there was something that seemed really obvious in retrospect, and I was like, oh.
We were like using it for all the wrong reasons.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, we don't want to spoil it again, but okay, so Funland, you thought it was hard, but like I said, I think we could have beaten it. Mm-hmm. What did you think about the Murder Mystery one?
I thought it was, I don't know, to me it seemed simple, even though it took a little while, but that's because you had to like find the clues, but I don't know, just the layout kind of thing.
This one to me felt different than the other ones, okay? In all of these, in the 4 in this box, no, 3 of the ones in this box and 1 of this one, you are trapped trying to get out. Mm-hmm. That is not what the Murder Mystery one is. Mm-mm. The Murder Mystery one is you are at a crime scene and you have clues and you need to find out who the murderer is, why they committed murder, when they committed it, I think, how they committed it. Mm-hmm. And you still need to get a code from doing these different things to put in the thing. But it felt kind of like it really did feel like a murder mystery. Did you feel like that?
Yeah, it did. And the whole hour was not because we were going to die either, so.
Right, so why? Oh, because the murderer was going to kill again. Mm-hmm. So we had to find things out in an hour before the murderer killed again. I don't know, that just felt like a nice change of pace. And I also like the fact that I'm finding out the name of the person who did it and why they did it. And I mean, the picture in this one shows a big picture of the crime scene.
It definitely had like a Sherlock Holmes feel.
Right. Which one did you like better?
Funland.
Why?
I don't know. It's just the whole carnival thing. The theme really like popped out to me more, while the murder mystery one. It also could have been how many people we had playing that one, because sometimes some people are figuring out clues. I'm just like, well, I have this one, I can't figure it out, but I might be able to figure out that one. But
Yeah, there was actually one thing in the murder mystery that we looked up on the internet, and it was actually in the solution part was in the game. Well, it wasn't cheating. It was just that we needed to know something, and we didn't know it off the top of our head, so we looked up on the internet, but the actual answers were in the game.
well, I think we can say it. It was a code, and how to figure it out was on the key thingy.
The code thing, right?
Yeah.
And there was also was it in this one where we got stuck at one point? I don't remember. There's physical challenges. Both of these have things that can be destroyed, but you can print off more from the internet if you want to do them. So far, there's been 6. So the original 4: Prison Break, Virus, Nuclear Countdown, Temple of the Aztec. My favorite is still Virus, but I think Funland is my second, and I think Murder Mystery is my third. Prison Break my 4th, Temple of the Aztec my 5th, and Nuclear Countdown the 6th, because I don't know why I didn't like that one as much. I liked one part of it a lot.
Yeah.
Where would you rank these?
I would do Funland.
First, your favorite so far. Okay.
And then Prison Break, Murder Mystery, Temple of the Aztecs, Virus, and Nuclear.
What? You didn't like viruses?
I did. It's just, I don't like chemistry. As like a class in his
That's what I was going to say earlier. To do Murder Mystery, make sure you know your math. Actually, to do Funland, make sure you know your math. I don't know. I'm always glad to see math.
Or they can use a calculator.
Yeah, well, not just a calculator, but, well, okay, I can't give out the way. You'll see. So, anyway, both of these are great. We definitely recommend them. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
And I'm Melody.
We'll see you later. Oh, I'm sorry. And this has been Double Trouble.
Boom!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.